towards this A rubble. Van's making a lot of noise here at door to start.
But Tui's is the one that makes the first noise. And Kawazima is trying to get contact. Ospas is down to 34. Now Aftershock, he avoids it for now. As he pushes through though, Tui scores that second on the board, but Calm answers right back here at the doorstep. Pankata trying to assist and avenge his teammates, but the advantage goes back to Leviatán.
Still the 3v2. Chip damage everywhere right now, Vansili. Nobody looking good for this fight.
Did get some information from that haunt,
10 seconds left.
but too little too late. Now only one stands, and it's Tui's to fall, and Calm. They could play aggro if they want, but it's a slide through from Ospas, scoring first. More pressure coming out from Leviatán towards the C mound. There he comes. Paranoia first. Haunt towards the back, gets the ping on the defenders.
Like Plant should be able to clean up these last two, and Leviatán strat towards A, strat towards C, playing behind each other well, collecting the kills.
Taking their time though and trying to fight towards the spawn. There's that first contact. Ospas scoring first once again. Counter Paranoia. Couldn't wait for his teammates, just tries to stay alive, and that's wasted utility for Loud's attempt for the retake.
Spike planted.
Trying to throw so much util in, but nobody's left the site yet.
Even Sadak didn't have a chance here to set up a flash. Caught out in the open. That might force the hand here of Loud to potentially save their weapons, but they're kind of caught out in the open for now. Even pushing the cause is Calm pushing into the waterfall. You definitely could see it here.
So smart.
One enemy remaining.
Smart enough for that one kill. And wasting enough time for Mazino to chase after it. And no weapons will be saved for Loud for the conversion of the bonus from Leviatán.
They're not using the lurker just yet. They're all five to a site, leaving the rounds to come. Ooh, possibly have that lurk, but it's not gonna matter.
2 kills with the Bucky, and that forces the Rolling Thunder out. Both of them hit towards the back of the side are Loud players. Now concussed, trying to stay alive. Sadak's able to get one before even the trips over Mazino, and Loud answers with a thrifty.
The Bucky from Kawazima comes up with 2 immediately, holding the site down for the rest of the squad to come in. We've seen Pankata's share of shots already as he comes back into stage 2, back into VCT Americas, and a little bit of that peppered in from both of those players. Picks up a very, very nice low buy around here that Lev was not expecting. Everything has been working so clean for Leviatán, so I think they may even let their guard down a little bit on that round. Just enough for Loud to sneak in. Kawazima. Nightfall there. Less ultimate as well. Calm is going to be able to answer back here. Sending out some nightmares on round 5 if they want. So this is now where they start to insert the lurk, right? Tex is away from the team. They're not playing a ball of 5 anymore on the side of Lev, but they're still working towards A. What they've been doing for the first few rounds here to keep Loud guessing.
That thrifty you just got from Loud adds a little bit of hope here for them to keep the game close. Upgraded with so many weapons. Economy is good so far, but Leviatán still has their own bias and converted the bonus round in round number 3. So Importance now fighting back towards the revolving door, pushing Pankata away, forced to reopen that sliding door, and actually both Loud players on the extremities of the B side winning their own battles. Advantage back in favor of the defensive side. Forcing now Leviatán to push out towards the spawn. King even wins the fight towards Hobbit, as now Pankata, the second one to come through. And as they flood win one by one, the full line got avoided by Mazino, but Les was just greeting him on the other side. Pushing across and they're about to pinch against Pankata. Looking back towards the front, he's still able to take one before he falls. A great start for Loud, just to delay for a bit and give a chance here for Loud to rotate back. And there's that flank from the back.
Oh my gosh!
The adjustment on the second one onto Kawazima opens up the C site, but looks like Leviatán wants to pump back towards B. This is where Sadak is waiting. There's that first, there's that second one as he gets blinded and falls back to even the situation and gives a chance.
We're gonna get a swing in the whole game.
And 0 utility for Leviatán. And let's open up the door. You know he's gonna be good for that fight. And as you look on the other end, Tex pinned inside that side, full util, not even used as Sadak sneak through from Hobbit door to deny the first wave of utility coming in from Leviatán towards the C site. And it starts with the Rolling Thunder. That stops everybody in their tracks. They have to open the door. But Kawazima even gets one through the smoke, and that's Ospas. Duelist down for Leviatán. Zeno, though, is able to walk through and get his own kill back onto Kawadzine, even things up on a 4v4, but there's only 18 seconds left. So now Leviatán have to commit towards the seaside. There's that haunt to come through. It does get a ping once again, so nobody's breaking it. An opportunity now for Leviatán to turn it around, but Les is still holding his ground inside C. There's a 1-for-1, but there's Penkata getting two. Right outside the smoke. There's no time left, and Loud will take the lead now on this first map.
What a scattered round, back and forth, and then nobody's shooting the haunt?
Trying to re-clear towards B.
It's gonna be quiet once they get in there.
Cage triggered.
Honestly, that might be even more scary to not know where the members of Loud are coming from.
Sadak, though, gets the wall bang. Now we're exchanging blows towards the seaside with the spike down, out in the open. Haunt thrown in, Les breaks it, but that gives the Yodio Q. Tex and Calm, the last two players remaining here on the seaside for Leviatán. At least they have map control, but they want to work together to smother Les. There's that first peek, and there's that second one. Both denied by Les with incredible anchor play. For now, Paranoia to slow down Leviatán's attempt to move inside, and they breaks the timing. The wall comes down, and it's free reign for Loud to drop the players coming through.
It has such a great effect on the game. Just having that mind be able to stall and promote situations. As they push here, we're gonna get a 5v5 almost at Rubble.
They want to fight the stack, and that's a 1-for-1. Both duelists falling down. And that's a showstopper also eliminated. Now more ults available, and Calm is able to get that pickup onto Sadak as the offshot missed by Penkata. Kawadzine out in the open, now covered, and also gets a second one. Oh, all four, but King is down to 5 HP. A 1 versus 2 for King. TP's towards the C site.
Been in the situation many a time, and he's worn the crown to come out of it too.
Now Cage coming up. There's that first kill, and Penkata just goes in, cannon in the chest. So Leviatán looks like they really want to answer back right away. Overdrive, but it's not clearing towards the left, but the Prowler will through the wall, and that allows here King or forces. Exactly, especially after losing Kawadzine. There's no block for the retake, but at least that util from Sadak still there. One more flash remaining, and it's a 1-for-1 at least for both of the Cyphers. Advantage still for Leviatán. There's that fault line fighting inside that smoke. And Tech steals that kill away now from Aspas. 4 versus 2. Last two players, you mentioned it, Rib. It looks like it's going to be a round for Leviatán, especially after Tuis loses the op. Clock is ticking. Penkata will also lose his weapon as Leviatán finally finds something to fight with here in round 11.
Slow on the door too. This is gonna be wild.
Got to contact so many players, and there's Kawadzine and Tuis sliding up the scoreboard. Tex even denied that lurk. Sadak gets that pick, and it's looking good for Loud to close out the map with the flawless ending. Will do so. Mark, about those satchels, it'll be answered later on, though, as we do have Leviatán trying to fight aggressively at the beginning towards this C mount. And as we open this door for Leviatán, they're able to even things up on a 3-3 situation with Tuis low on HP. Only a sheriff in hand. The wide swing out, and Aspas gets that pick, and Leviatán
Think every angle is dangerous.
Last player
They have to get him quick.
Yeah. And now the double face. And Aspas gets the headshot onto Penkata, so Leviatán will be able to get their own pistol round here.
Movement was towards A, so this hold here has been the call for Loud's play the whole time.
It's too good.
Oh my gosh.
3 players there with stay calm just because Aspas, you could trust them solo holding the side. But now that Leviatán are actually in a forward position in the back of that spawn, they're looking to fight back. The cage comes up, it's a high-low through the smoke, but at least on the other end here, the Kong comes down towards the waterfall. A nice pincer maneuver for Leviatán to retake this C site. They're also on their bonus round looking to convert it once again, as now Penkata now sits alone on the top of the mound. Spike sort of planet for him here. Not until the smoke comes out. Right in the dome, and a second one there, the 2v1 clutch!
Fade and the breach util to keep getting in the site. Their retakes should be so good.
And the fault line doesn't allow here Tuis to move in. You saw the relay boats on top of that, and just from behind the execution behind the box. And Leviatán are just anchoring towards this B site with so many players, a 3-player stack. No chance now for Loud to execute inside this B site. Despite them winning that round, only came in with 2 Vandals and pistols. of Leviatán. None of them hit by any damage, and they continue to survive.
Oh, okay, they have the combo set, the protocol's ready. Can they get the kills?
Counter Haunt coming out too, that pings the two players in the front, but cannot land the shots as Tex, but Calm is still there to at least avenge his teammate for one kill. Les continues to be opener, but look at the HP remaining on some of these players so far. Les and Sadak at 5 HP. 2 players left alive for Leviatán. We do see it here that Leviatán cannot get the defuse, trying to do at least some damage as King gets that pick before he falls. But Loud will get that round. Does it commit now for this plant, at least for the tap, to try to waste that utility? There's that Nightfall coming through and a wall bang from Aspas. That drops that spike. Aftershock at least trying to keep them at bay. As Mazino's already in. Big flash coming through. They're slide in from Aspas, hit by the paranoia at the same time. Tex does manage to get out. Slide for another frag. It was definitely a combination attempt there from Loud. Or Leviatán rather, as he had that C's Aftershock. Now Loud with 10 seconds left, have to move inside the C site. Calm being an anchor at this pillar. Becomes, once again, another stronghold. Thankfully for Loud, they get the plant to get the economy rolling.
Yeah.
These 2 rolling thunders on both ends are going to be so important, and it goes out instantly as the spike was left to get planted. Pankata scores first, though, from the side of Loud. Cowatzing still tries to get this plant in, and they'll be able to do so down for Loud. Holding back on the outside of the A site. 3 players of Leviatán are already towards that back. Drop it down. Tex again! The drive-by on 2 players of Loud gets denied. Advantage back here for Leviatán. King trying to find the information as the door gets open here towards this A site. Overdrive, though, denied right away. And there's that last player, finally spotted. It's 2Es. Tests it now as his role as a duelist. The jiggle peek coming out from Calm. The white swing from Tex after the tap. And a hard retake with the operator in the hands of Aspas, and Pankata's pushed forward at the staircase, head-to-head against Mazino, and he's going to be able to get that fight. Advantage once again for Loud. They want to push across the smoke that was thrown on the defensive side. 3 players left alive for Leviatán, soaring back towards the A site as it gets delayed, denied on the defuse from the Aftershock of Sadak. The second tap, Cowatzing closes the door from behind. King now left alive on a 1 versus 3, once a 1 versus 4. But Loud is able to have a clean post-plant hold. Exactly, Calm came out with an Odin. Did a little bit of a love tap through the wall onto Les, and that's a 1-for-1. The Garetcha comes out. There's that beautiful hug thrown out too on the defensive side to get all of these assists.
Oh, nice shooting from Tex. Round 22. Lev is standing right there taking pictures.
Not afraid of that smoke dissipating. Now Pankata is alone.
Jeez.
Back to another tie game as it continues to go back and forth.
It's exactly what needs to happen.
And they're risking a lot here for Loud. Look at their buys. Stingers, Vandal, and they have nothing left in the round. Trying to close it out right here. And Calm is the one against the second. Still gets a wall there, potentially on that third. But has done enough damage to get Loud to rethink.
Lev sees one.
As you mentioned that, Tex did put himself in danger. B-side open, Mazino waiting just behind. There's a Nightfall with the fault line. Aftershock into the site. It does connect onto 1 as Loud are forced to fight inside that side. Running through, greeted by Calm once again with the Odin. Sadak now stands alone, hit by the C's. The paranoia on top of that. The utility continues to be overwhelming for Leviatán versus Loud. And that first wave, that trap play attempted by Leviatán, doesn't give them enough utility here to try to hold back the attack on the C side. At least the weapons will. King answering first onto 2E's attempt to enter that's pushing out towards the spawn against them. And they're still delaying all of these plans. Finally, it's committed. Les is able to get a sneak through, but Aspas still able to get 2 kills first. And that will nullify all of that lurk coming through from Les. Flashed by King, dropped by King, and Leviatán will get the defuse and the win. Dash still available for Aspas. There's that recon to come down. The flash too to get yellow control, but he's getting walled through it. And that's first blood now for Loud. An opportunity to move inside this B site. But remember, they don't have a Gecko to play now for Loud. They have to commit inside this site. But the rest of Leviatán were waiting just there behind the B site. Tex from the top gets that pick, and Les is now alone in a 1 versus 2. Who better than Les now in a clutch situation that can turn it back around for Loud?
Start getting the taps on the spike and pull Les out.
While Mazino still has the Cove, very much difficult to get in. That's a full defuse.
He didn't even stop. Still orb focus here, going straight towards mid maze.
Nice cascade here, not giving a chance for Aspas to get a pick. And Sadak just surprises him by going towards the left side, and looks like Aspas wasn't ready for it. Wall comes down, and there's going to be two players looking up. Oh! Looks like Com almost got caught with Util, and he still will get caught. Cowzine gets that pick. Still an advantage for Loud. They smothered over to the A side. Not an opportunity to plant yet. And now that time actually has turned around to give a chance for Leviatán to move inside the A side, but it continues to be back and forth trades.
Last player standing.
Lower weapons for Loud, and they're still answering with Sheriff. Now the jump spot spotted. King. No second swing out from Pencata with the Sheriff. He has enough fuel for this wall to come up. Now starts the tap on that spike. Off the rappel! And not let the shots are off the players, and then Pencata looks like he ran out of bullets.
A mid lurk here could be big from Pencata if they just take their time to get in the site. That's a good enough time.
That's the second time as well that Aspas thought that he was going to land some sort of shot, and it's just very expensive for Loud as they flat down towards the B site.
Big pickup by Tex. It's going to be a weapon at the backside of mid here if the rest of the team just holds on, but Com's blind and cannot stay alive.
And neither can King, but at least Mazzino's there.
2v2.
Another 2 versus 2. Reckoning available, but not sure if they want to use it yet. Still waiting for Tex to rotate over as he upgraded into a Vandal. Now he's left alone. Mazzino at least gets the information of where one of those players were and knows that Kawazine's towards the spawn. But he's still thinking that as Kawazine made it across towards the back site.
There's another push up from Lev here, this time without utility. So doing a little quiet. Louds has not been ready to fight it once yet. Oh my.
Lev has
Down.
Yeah.
That's a high-low 2 kill and spike down information given, and meanwhile, once again, not an opportunity for Les to be the first one to activate. Nice reckoning too. That gets information on 2 players, and they'll identify this late lurk, but Les still is able to commit and win that fight against Com. Meanwhile though, at least both players just stuck at yellow, and with no time left, that wall comes up just to help Pencata escape if he can. The tap onto the spike as well, committed to run through. Questionable plays across, and that's the round for Leviatán. Big plan to waste out Util. Kawazine down to half HP as the Cove finally comes up to commit to the plant. King just trying to get the spray. Shock darts! Oh, Com coming out from Com. And that's now spiked down.
They have to go to no man's land to get this.
Bucky now upgrade, but answered by a shorty. Advantage still looms here for Leviatán. Outlaw knowing it's a lower buy. The cape out of the movement.
Carrying spike.
And 2Es is now left alone. A plant is the best thing you can get right now for 2Es as he's getting hunted down. The confidence out of Aspas. And that's the reckoning. That's going to get information that our players that are trying to get an aggressive angle towards the nest. Counter Hunter's Fury out, but the rounds and the kills in favor of Loud. And Aspas!
Spike down A.
Get her there, dropping 3, and that's the spike once again.
Always where you least expect him. Pushed up in the middle of the war zone.
Kawazine's able to lurk up though. Lockdown available, not yet needed for Les. They'll engage her right away. Tex trying to push forward. He knows here that the players are just around the corner. He could break it, but this was forced to swing. There is that break of the lockdown, and here's both sets of footsteps. Gives him a chance to reset. 12 bullets in the chamber. Looking back on the first swing, the crouch under as Kawazine is able to see that round lurk.
Little lurky turkey.
So these players have to stay alive, but it's not working out for now. 2Es is the first to fall, and 3 players left alive by L, by Pipes, are just trying to delay here to give this opportunity for Les to get through, but the turret's gonna spot him no matter what. So Aspas on top of the screens, easy pick. Now the turret drops down, but he is able to get the pick onto Aspas as he falls.
The fuse.
But you definitely do see the rest of the players of Loud just falling one by one like dominoes, and that the fuse will definitely come through.
It's not going to be something crazy, but it already is map control in mid from Aspas.
Holding a tight angle, that's spiked down once again, and no utility here to give a chance for a double initiator util to get some scans towards this A site, giving a chance now for Tex to be out in the open, to convert onto a kill onto Kawazine. Down, that's 300 credits across the board for the next round, on top of the bonus that we get from losing, unless... Yeah. Yep.
1, 2, 3.
As soon as the high tide comes up, that's both nanoswarms just trying to run that timer down of the high tide to give a chance for Leviatán to potentially get a surprise attack. That's lurking around it because Tex died. That's no turret. He's able to get that lurk if he wants to, but Kawazine once again anchoring towards this A site. There's that lurk finally from Pencata. The Bladestorm though from Aspas, now left on a 1 versus 2, trying to clutch this against the whole remaining roster of Loud. Tap once again. Pre-fired shots off the dagger, but it's definitely looking like it's going to be a round out.
Out here if they're not getting this first initial kill.
Nowhere to run!
Under Surround attack. Ooh, it actually does hit King. And because of that,
Bye-bye.
no opportunity for Aspas to break the knife, so now he's hit by the KO knife. Push back from Leviatán towards the middle. No lurk activated for Loud. Just spraying across the high tide. It goes back and forth.
Oh my god.
Lands now on the top of B. Does activate and find information on the two players, but Tex is still able to get that pick from the back of the side onto Penkata. A 10th of a plant. You mentioned that cove. The pop flash across, but Tex is still ready. Huge value in the two times that he's wielded out of the 3. And Kawadzine, of course, the range will now help against Aspas with a classic will. Because of that jump spot, though, at least Mazzino has fallen towards the A site. This gives a chance now for King to get that kill under pipes.
You never heard him fall. It was right there after the shots. Tex hits another one to clear this, and Loud has to rethink the round once again. Just under a minute left. Initiator utilities there. It's exactly what you want to get into a site, and to go B, they could be able to cove this.
Got that headshot for Kawadzine. But it was jiggling across, and I think they found that timing for Loud to at least make it across and get this plant down. And there's the information on both.
Remaining.
Wallbang on the first, Tui's left behind, pinged by the L drone earlier on a retake from Calm, and he's gonna have to hold this with a knock. Misses the first shot, a rare miss coming out from Tui's, and now Calm can commit for the full defuse. And maybe Tui's just trying to stay alive here with the operator. Jumps up, greedy by Tex.
Top fragging with Calm last game, still feeling good in the second game of the series here. Almost a push in.
Coming out though, as Sadak is able to get that first blood for King. Penkata, you saw the TP towards the back. Ooh, quick ADS right in the dome of Tex. 2-player advantage now for Loud. Spike comes down and it gets planted towards B. Mazzino trying to stay alive, and that's a swing from Sadak on the top of the ropes. Aspas going for the dash after getting the pick onto Penkata, and he's left alone one more time. 1 versus 3. Great spots for Loud on the post plant. Aspas, first contact on the top of the bridge, tries to swing against Kawadzine.
A push already happening from Lev here, and they've avoided the util, but not less.
And by taking down less, they'll avoid the util at least.
Now they will.
Looks like they're ready for it, though.
Yeah, that's crazy. Just a family photo of Loud there on the steps.
He's signed an Aspas who's trying to get that lurk. He's ready. And greeted by Tui's. Meanwhile, though, the fights are going down towards the B site. Somebody could just stick onto it for now. Actually, it's just a tap for Sadak. So all the noise will be heard by Calm.
Last player standing.
He now stands alone on a 1 versus 2, but could just fight that against Sadak. Now he's left alone, but he wasted enough time, forcing out Tui's to make so much noise. Sheriff's in his hand. Tap on that spike.
Oh, he's looking right.
Tui's. I mean, he gets the kill, but does he not have enough time?
Oh.
There's already been so much time wasted there. Pistol round for Leviatán.
It looks like already pipes control here for Leviatán. Oh my gosh.
The timing on that one too. Les was looking at the window of the A nest all along, and advantage for Leviatán. An attempt to swing again.
One down.
And that's Sadak alone.
Plant the spike.
No double swing on a 3-2-1, and definitely knows that Kawadzine's there too.
And Lev ready for the lurk. They have somebody all the way at the backside of spawn as Aspas is doing work in sight. I think that's one of the biggest things we have to re-recognize our
PC. But Loud, looks like they're just looking to die to Spike, and that's going to be no ace as Tex picks up that kill towards the back. Consolation at least, a 4K for Aspas. Looks like that shot missed here from Tex. No Marshall. Shots coming through as Aspas dives towards that B site, trying to stay quiet across, and there you go. Any type of alert that you're trying to do here from Leviatán on both extremities, both got denied.
Clear space and get an idea.
As I say, better weaponry for a pound. There's still some good rifles in the hands of Leviatán. Mazzino finding the timing behind. Unfortunately, his teammate falls, so he's going to have to go in a clutch. There's that first pick, but Sadak swings out to get the trade. Calm still has Owl Drone. Jiggles out. Cannot have the Owl Drone anymore. But you're definitely seeing Leviatán looking to trade it instantly back towards
30 seconds left.
the B site to avenge his teammate.
It's going to be tough if they try to play this one out in the open and Loud. Like we said, the retakes are where they come in strong.
Always good on those retakes. And that's where it doesn't matter if they don't have a duelist. They could always work in 10 and as a group to fight back now against the post plant. Leviatán, only 3 players make that 2, and one of them heavily wounded is Mazzino. There's that wide swing first before they actually break the dome. And now it's halfway. It disappears. Tex gets a second kill. Tried to swing on that third one, but there was going to be time. At least the trade came through.
Full so they can keep the retakes fast, and Aspas being even faster with the knives.
And initiating that one. There's the backstab attempt, misses the daggers, and Kawatzin still completes the kill. King with the rest of his teammates pushing forward, fighting back against Loud. A 3 versus 2, wounded as Sadak. Fallen has Sadak gone, and Mazzino picks up the last kill, and they answered. Leviatán now knows that this is a force buy coming through. Aldro, no punishment, but at least they get the punish on the Kawatzin. Both players falling back, another ping coming through, and that's King trying to find the opener. 2 players swinging out from the back of the dice. Calm for now. Under the rafters. Cascade blocking vision to give an opportunity for Loud to only a share for 2Es. Vandal for less, trying to do some damage, and they lose that rifle in the process. And Leviatán are looking well positioned. Now positioned at map and series point. High Tide coming out on the retake. There's that lockdown. There's a double Hunter's Fury that's about to come out. One to break the lockdown on the defensive side. It gets broken. And the one on the attack trying to get some kills, but it works out in the favor of Loud. Trying to stay alive in this game, they'll be able to do so. Lockdown available on the defensive side, but it's a 4-on-2 in favor of Loud. Aspas still holding his ground at the generator. 2 more kills needed. Dashes away as the spike is still ticking. Off towards the A site. Smokes dissipate. There's that third one. 1 more kill to go. As Les runs out of bullets. Aspas with the 4K. And Leviatán wins and clutches top 2 seed in the Americas playoffs.